What the hell is up, y'all? For the few people that are here, if anybody's here. What's up, Zach? Oh, you got a few watching. If I don't get too many more, I probably will bounce out quick. Yeah, I want to know where my daughter's at. So, what's everybody got going on tomorrow? Anything special? It's going good. It's going good. Well, for me, Memorial Day just started, but not quite yet. You got shit for your sister's wedding? I know. I saw the suit, but the stuff was funny. You got a shit for your sister's wedding. Your sister getting married on a holiday? Or is it next weekend, Zach? I don't even know if I'm working tomorrow. I'm pissed off about the whole story that took place around the reason I have to work tomorrow. I don't even know if I'm gonna go in. Screw them. What are they gonna do? The worst they can do is fire me. Whatever. Good luck. I hope they have a good future. Hey, Shannon, how's it going? Well, I was supposed to be working with four, and one of them being my manager. And she said that our sales associate told her that if she came in, he wasn't coming in. So she's not going to come in. She's salaried. He's hourly. So I'm sure the owner's not going to be happy about that call there. And then the other technician I was supposed to work with, he's supposed to be sprained his ankle. And he's going to go see his orthopedic surgeon tomorrow, which is very interesting because I think it's about every average doctor office is closed on Memorial Day. He would have to go to the emergency room or the ER. So I think it's complete bullshit. I want to know where my daughter's at. She's supposed to make a run to the store. Yeah, I totally agree with you. I don't think that he's going to go see a doctor tomorrow. Guy's only 30 years old. Well, my knee's been bugging me for like 8 months now, and I stepped on it the wrong way, and I can't, I sprained it so bad I can't walk anymore. So I'll probably be off. I think I'm gonna do short-term disability. I'll probably be off for like 6 weeks. Like, yeah, enjoy your summer. Oh, it's definitely shady. If anybody wants to join, what's up, Lakes? Give me 1 minute, folks. I just want to see if my daughter's gonna do what I asked her to do.
Hey, Dave.
Sorry about that, guys. I was bitching at my daughter. How you doing, Frosty?
What's happening?
Same old, same old.
Oh, man, I hear that robot thing again. Is that on your end or on my end?
I don't think it's on
That
my
under,
end.
it's that underwater thing.
No, I don't think it's on my end.
Let me try turning the mic on and off. How about now?
You're fine now.
Weird. Oh, I know what it is. It's a damn Bluetooth is on in my car. Hang on a second.
I can still hear you
Fix
good.
it.
It wasn't like it was messing things up bad.
That's got to be better.
Yeah, it's better, but it wasn't bad before.
Oh, yeah, on my end it
You
was
might have heard
weird.
it worse than you did, but it wasn't that bad.
Oh, yeah, on my end it was like robot, underwater, all that stuff. The
So how
guys
you
were
doing,
saying
Lakes?
last.
And OG Scuba, how you doing? You guys got anything good going on tomorrow, or you like me? You got to go to work. Hey, good stuff. That's good stuff. Now I'm going tomorrow. So tomorrow, do my thing. If my sales guy's an asshole, I'm gonna freaking call my manager up and say I'm getting out of here. He's wasting my fucking time.
Oh
I didn't.
no!
I didn't plan on going in tomorrow to like. Put it this way: the other back shop guy that called in, he's the guy that's gonna handle like oil changes, flat repairs, a tire install, rotations. I'm not going in to do that shit. That's all that's going on tomorrow. I'm out of there.
Yeah, nobody's gonna bring their car in on Memorial Day. You know, you're not gonna have to write up a service order or diagnose anything.
All
I
they're
know if we
doing is
were,
they're losing money if I do that shit, to be honest with you.
yeah. I usually go in on the holidays and work the whole day, but I do it for straight time, you know.
You know, I can't. I mean, what are they charging in labor for an oil change? I don't even know what we charge in labor for an oil change. I don't even know what we charge in labor for a flat repair. And I'll be honest with you, I don't do it that often. I suck at breaking down tires. I'm not that
That's
good
not.
with these. I'm not that good with these new low profile tires anymore.
It's
It's
something you got to
been
do.
2 years. I just never have to do it. So I'm not. I know how to do it. Just I'm not used to breaking down a, you know, 35 series 18-inch wheel. I'm just not used to it. I'm not used to doing a flat repair.
Then you got to worry about putting a ding or a scratch in somebody's wheel too.
Well, I'm real careful about that. I'm real careful about that. But
But
just my bottom line
it's like,
is every customer you write up, if I got to do some bullshit like that to their vehicle, everyone you write up, you're losing money on every damn thing I'm doing.
yeah,
I only know this because I know what they're charging for labor for those types of jobs, and I know what they pay me. They're
right,
losing money.
right. It doesn't make any sense for me to go out and deliver, 10 bags of ice to a liquor store. You
I mean,
know, they got
my
other
one,
guys.
and I'm not gonna lie to you, I make more than I'm a flat rate technician. I make more than $30 an hour flat rate. I make quite a bit more than that, but do you pay a $30 an hour flat rate technician $30 an hour flat rate to do oil changes?
Yeah, then they want you to do 7 an hour.
Well, yeah, then you might be okay, but I still don't think it'd be okay because you're flat rate.
Yeah,
They got paid for each and every one of them. You're gonna lose. They're gonna lose their ass on you.
yeah, yeah. That's a different kind of deal. I mean, they got to be paying somebody a whole different pay schedule for that. You know, that should be hourly.
Our guys are hourly that do that. I
Yeah,
think. I think they pay them between the ranges of $17 to $20 an hour
right.
is
And
what
that's
we're
not bad.
paying them.
That's not bad for a loop tech that's you know doing oil changes and tires and a few brake jobs. I mean, minor stuff, that's not bad. That's, I remember being 18, 19 years old. We were making $14 an hour, for Christ's sake.
Well, I think when I first got in the business 28 years ago, I think I started out at, I want to say 10 or 10.50 an hour flat rate.
Right. I was hourly, but I wasn't doing
Well, I was
heavy.
originally hourly. I don't remember what I got paid hourly. Otherwise, I'd
Yeah.
tell you. But I know when I went flat rate, originally it was like $10 an hour. And it is what it is. But now my now we I'd have to say our technicians in the shop, I'm assuming are between 28 and $41 an hour flat rate. Not, I should know, 28 and 38 an hour flat rate. I'm the shop foreman, so I have a flat rate pay, but I also get a kicker because I
Right.
push out tickets, I organize, I do a lot of. I don't do everything. Like, if you ever watch the Flat Rate Master, I don't do everything he does. Like, I don't assign everybody their jobs or do this or do that, but they give me a kicker for helping everybody in the shop. I do help price tickets out. I do make sure we're ordering the right parts. Crap like that. They give me a little extra for it.
Well, they should. You got to have somebody that knows what they're doing.
But we're a busy shop. Our techs do well. It's rare. It's rare we ever have a week where any of our flat rate guys flag less than 40 hours a week. I mean, that's a rarity. It's like almost
Right.
unheard of.
I tell you, in our business, this was the worst Memorial Day weekend I've ever seen, and I've been here about 10 years.
When you say worse, you mean you're too busy or you can't believe how slow you are?
It's slow.
Well, because everybody's trying not to spend money.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. I mean, we're still going to have barbecues and parties and shit going on, but as far as today, I mean, usually Sunday's a big money day, Memorial Day weekend. Even dry ice sales. People are traveling. They want to pack stuff. They want to take stuff back east. Nothing. Just today was for me. It was great because I'm coming out of some, you know, 3-4 weeks of hell here, so I got to relax a little bit, get caught up on a bunch of paperwork, and I actually put out a couple of videos this afternoon. I was happy as a clam.
I'll have to look for those. I didn't check out anybody's videos today. I did yard work all day today.
I just put out a couple of quickies. I got a bunch of tools piling up, and I've got to get them out there and then go out and use them and then do them again.
I moved, I don't know how many hundreds of pounds of shit I moved today, but I moved hundreds of pounds of shit.
Really?
Well, compost, dirt,
I
cedar
got
chip.
you. I got you.
Yeah, I was out and I didn't expect it to be so hot today. I didn't look at the weather forecast. I didn't know it was going to be 80. Like, it seemed hotter. Maybe I'm getting
Yeah.
old. It
I
was
don't
like
think it ever.
82 degrees out, and I sweat my ass off out there.
I think it barely broke 70 here. Should be the opposite. It was just, I mean, it's like early June gloom here, but without the humidity. It's all right though. We got a big show this morning. We had a crane show up. We got unloaded a big old ice maker off the truck. I mean, damn thing's 20 feet long, 15,000 pounds. It was pretty cool. And next week we'll have a crane twice that size show up and snake the thing through the roof.
Right. I mean, this time of year right now for us, this is where it just like constantly bounces everywhere.
Yeah?
I mean, it could be like 90 today, and tomorrow it could be 65.
Right. I got you.
And like a low of like 40. Until we hit like June 1st. That's when that seems to be the breaker. Well, basically right about now is the breaker. We normally
Right.
warm up from about right now on. We normally warm up until mid to late September.
I
Without
think you'd be
too
doing
much.
a lot of work. I think you'd be doing AC work and cooling systems, no?
Oh yeah, I got a lot of AC work at the shop. I get AC work when it gets in the 60s here. There's people out there, you know, 65 degrees. Oh my God, it's so hot out. You know, it ain't hot. And like my AC's not blowing cold, so they bring it in. Oh yeah, we'll be hammered with AC this coming week because I think we're gonna be pushing the 90s by the end of this week.
I'd still like to know what that new gas is. What is it, 1234?
1234 YF. It's 1234 YF.
I don't have.
It's expensive as all hell. I don't know why they ever went to it. I don't
I'm
know if
just
it's
wondering.
actually really more eco friendly or not. It has
I'm wondering
slight
what it is.
flammability properties to it.
Oh, it does. It's flammable. I wonder if it's like an isobutane or something.
It's flammable, but it's not flammable to like brake clean or anything.
We use well here we still use mostly Freon, but they keep changing it. But some of the regions I work on, they're R290, which is propane. But I mean, that's been used for years. Man, old Lance campers used to have propane refrigerators and stuff in them. You only need a little tiny bit of that stuff too. I mean, the charge is like a third of what it is when you're using Freon.
What do you mean by Freon? Freon is a brand name. What actual
Well,
refrigerant?
Freon meaning like say R22 or R12 or 134.
Yeah. R13, R134, R22.
Yeah. You got your 500s, your 502s. There's so many different numbers. And then you got all your replacement gases now.
Well, propane works very well as a refrigerant.
It works excellent. Excellent. You have to have shaded pole motors, and you know you got to keep an eye on the system. But so does ammonia. I mean, the new ice maker we're putting in is going to be a R717. That's just straight ammonia.
You're gonna drink hot pop. That's disgusting.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Grandma doesn't trust me to go out to sleep. She went with me.
She went with you?
Yeah.
She's still in the car?
No,
She got out okay? All right.
we took grandma's car.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Sorry about that. I was talking to my daughter.
Wouldn't bother me a bit. I'm just bebopping down the freeway right now, trying to get home to Mrs. Frosty. So you're just not going in tomorrow, huh?
Well, I won't do that. I'll go in. They just better have some shit there for me to do that's worthwhile. And
Right.
my biggest issue is 90% of what I typically do there, I know they're not going to be able to find parts for tomorrow or get parts for tomorrow or do anything about it tomorrow. So, because tomorrow nobody's going to give a shit about it. So, like, I don't understand why they just don't shut down.
Yeah.
Close it up. I think people will be very understanding. If you put a sign on the door that says closed for Memorial Day. Reopen at such time on Tuesday. Not a big issue. It's not a big issue. But,
Yeah, or leave a guy on call if you got an emergency. Call this number.
well, that's where I'm starting to have an issue with who I work for, is because I left a big corporate scene years ago because I couldn't stand how corporate they got. And
Right.
my owner, he's hiring all this business manager bullshit things and goes to all these business manager meetings, and more and more, longer and longer I stay there, he is becoming more corporate minded.
I got you.
And it's just like, dude, you just gave everybody, the whole damn shop, a couple day break over the weekend. I think they would have done good for morale. I actually spoke to him and told him that. He's like, "Do you know how much money I'm going to lose in those 2 days?" I said, "In the long run, very little." I said, "Because if you lose a couple employees because you continue up with this harsh attitude towards, we have to always be open, always be there, always there to serve the customer. Customer's number one." I said, "It's going to cost you in the long run. So I don't think you're going to lose anything." I mean, I know there are businesses that have to operate at all times, all the time. And that's when you got to pay your folks. You like really pad their pockets. Like a tow company never stops. It's
Right.
Christmas Day and you get stuck in the freaking snow pile or your car is dead on the side of the road. You're probably still pretty much fucked, to be honest with you. Because it's Christmas and they probably have a minimum amount of drivers, the tow services, and it's probably taking an hour or so or more to get to you, but they still are out there servicing you, but they better be patting that driver's pocket.
Right. Hey, we're always open. I mean, we do a lot of emergency stuff for stores. If their refrigeration goes down, we got to be Johnny on the spot with the dry ice. Pharmacies too. Pharmacies all have a little freezer there, and if their
Well,
refrigeration,
pharmacy's that's probably like an emergency call right there.
yeah, we get a lot of emergency calls like that. And then restaurants and bars and stuff. Like this weekend, I got a couple of calls from restaurants I haven't heard from in months because they're busy or their ice machine acted up, and they got a line waiting to get in the door. They can't serve any drinks. First thing they're going to do, call the ice company. Save me. As long as they get their call in during business hours, it's good. If they call a little bit late, that's when we get to stick it to them.
Zach, you're in Iowa, aren't you? You got 95 degrees all next week in Iowa. I thought I just saw that we were going to get in the 90s. Like toward the end of the week. Toward the end of the week.
I wish I could see the comments. Let's see. I always feel like I'm missing something because I can't see them. Hey, there's Turner.
Some crazy Canadian just said he's here now. I don't know who this crazy. Wait a minute, I got to get my ink pen and a piece of paper. Competition going on tonight with like drawings.
Drawings.
Nice to see you in, Sarah, or Turner, or whoever you want to be called. That's a good point, Turner. Well, you're all welcome to join in.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea there, Turner.
I'm gonna go in style.
I keep an army cot at work for when it gets really slow.
I actually have beers in the fridge at work. They just don't know it.
If I put beer in the fridge at work, my boss will drink them. He'll take them home with him.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you guys ready to rumble?
Yeah, we are.
I gotta work on my introductions.
What's up? What's up? Me and Sarah were backstage in a little private thing, and
Yeah, I heard about that. You're talking about you guys working on the whole girth issue.
you guys working on what?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Ignore that comment.
I didn't hear it. So, hey, Shannon.
You're being video bombed there.
Hey, Zach. Who's up in panel with us? Who is that? I know that's not Raging Cajun. I don't recognize the voice.
That is Frosty.
Frosty. Oh, okay. What's up, Frost?
How you doing?
Good, good. Beer cooler, lawn chair beer cooler. Yeah, Missy said she bought some beer there today or something like that. She put a few in the icebox. Yeah.
Who's that young lady there?
Oh, that's my Beetlebug. She's in for the summer. Wait.
Hello.
Hi.
That's Gabriella. Gabby.
No, Gabrielle.
Gabrielle. Gabby. I always got to add the A, but she's Andre, so she's French. It's like a papa.
Which one? You were another one.
Me. No. Yeah, well, your other papa, all your papas are French.
Ow, they're all
Your
related
papa
to
don't speak French though. I talk French to your grandpa. He's like, he's going to I don't know. And she's in for the summer, for about a month or so, I guess.
whole summer.
Oh, the whole summer this time? Oh, okay. Well, that'll work. As soon as your nan gets a little puppy dog or something over there, you're gonna want. I want to go home. I want to go to Nanny's.
Nanny already had a puppy dog.
Oh, okay.
Should have given it
You,
away.
you,
Should have given it to
you out of
Kenny and
that phase then. Okay.
Should have given it to Kenny. And
One
then
time we
had
went
a-
got her, and we met him in Port Barry, Cross Springs. I mean, met up over there, Billy's Boudin, and we got over here, and the next day, one of her cousins says, "Oh, we got a puppy dog." She said, "Mama, I want to go home." No, sorry,
Which
you
cousin?
just got here.
Which
I don't know. One of your cousins said your nanny had a puppy dog or something.
There might have been.
No, 2 years ago. 2 or 3 years ago.
Might have been. What happened?
So, what's the topic for tonight?
Oh,
Whatever comes up. Dave, you fell asleep?
No.
Oh, looks like your eyes are closed.
Oh, it's probably because I'm too far from the camera.
It's the holiday stream tonight, right?
Yeah, holiday. I think when I ice a few beers down tomorrow, maybe. Or next Friday when we go to the band house.
Oh yeah, we are going to there.
Yeah, we're gonna see Papa play some music next Friday.
You?
Yeah.
You're gonna play music?
Yeah, like I did last time for Memorial Day, 2 years ago. Remember? Yeah, you was here. You was at the camp on Memorial Day with us
Oh yeah.
when we had the band over there.
Sure,
I think you were playing.
T-Pat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Matt was playing his guitar.
Yeah. He's got 2 new guitars since you've
And
seen
then
that.
Johnny plays the same instrument every time. So.
Accordion and guitar. Johnny plays accordion and guitar.
And sings
And sing.
at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
I got a video out. They got the band playing a couple of songs. I wasn't in the video. I was the one I was the one holding the camera.
You were sleeping right here on live when we and went.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember that.
Because you were either sleeping or.
No, I was live, I think.
Yeah, you were live, and you were just like, yeah, I'm gonna be on live.
But we all going Friday, so if Aunt Ann wants to come, she can come. She wants to boil some crawfish
Mama
anyway.
said something about fishing.
She wants to boil some crawfish.
No, but she also said something about fishing.
If I showed up,
And
I
yeah,
showed
Aunt
up-
Ann wants to go fish. Huh?
if I showed up at work with my cooler of beer, my cigarettes, well, I also have to have my barbecue because I got to eat too. But we have a barbecue at the shop, so I could use that one.
Oh, cool.
We probably get a lot of business tomorrow because everybody knows the shit be cold. It's a Yeti.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, that'd be cold beer there in the Yeti. Yeah, buddy.
I won that fucker for free. I never knew those things were so
Man, that's a
expensive.
$300 cooler, dude.
I never knew they were so expensive.
Yeah. And the little ones are like $100.
I don't even
the
know,
little
dude. I'm
bitty-
not about
the little-
coolers. I'm
the
not
little
about
6-pack coolers are $100.
I'm a tool guy. I don't know about coolers. My brother-in-law said one day, he said, "You got an extra cooler I could borrow for my daughter's graduation party?" I'm like, "Yeah, here." He's like, "Dude, you ain't got anything cheaper than that?" Like, what do you mean by cheaper than that? Yeah, I got other ones. I got Coleman's. I got this. So I give him 3 coolers. He's like, and I showed up at the house after I got off work at his house, my brother-in-law's house, and he's like sitting right next to that Yeti. I'm like, "What are you doing?" I'll make sure nobody steals this thing.
Yeah.
They're
They
like,
got
"Where'd you-"
welders on their trucks. They have a spot that they build for ice chest. And usually they just bungee strap it, with some bungee straps, a regular ice chest. But now they build a square cage bar thing that that's on a hinge that they lock their Yeti coolers down in. And it's padlock. You got to have 3 locks for it.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Hey, yeah, I don't want nobody stealing a $300 cooler off my welding truck. If I
I
was a
didn't know.
welder.
I didn't know. I didn't. Like I said, I'm not into coffee mugs or any type of insulated shit
Yeah.
other than my clothing in my house. It's well insulated. My house is well insulated.
Oh yeah, yeah.
When it comes to like coolers and shit, I mean, throw some
Okay.
ice and I expect it to last.
Hey, it's in the chat. Turn, sire. It's in the chat. Let me grab it. Let me grab it. Put it in there for him. In case he can't go back all the way. There it is. Oh crap! I can't put a link in there. I forgot I can't put a link in. But it's in the chat. I have a Yeti tumbler. You know, like to hold coffee or ice,
Who's this
whatever, or beer. It'll keep a beer cold all day long. Not that I've tried it, you know, but I know it will. But I know it'll keep coffee hot all day. I won that from either Skoal or Marlboro. I won that Yeti tumbler. It's a 20-ounce tumbler, and that thing's $49.
What's
Well,
the
We all know each other here, right? Right? Let's stop for a minute. Cajun, you know Frosty, right?
Yeah.
Well, Turner knows Frosty.
He said no. I do.
Turner knows Frosty. He's just being a
Yeah, Frosty got another name too. I forget his other name.
yeah,
Peter?
starts with a P. And it's what he used to piss with.
Yeah, Peter.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah, not Peter Dolan either.
Hey, OG. Now, where's this Lakes? Why isn't Lakes in yet? Lakes, why didn't you click on that link? You got to join us, Lakes. Come on. You need some FaceTime.
I don't see Lake in there.
Oh, I thought he was here.
What's up? Yeah, OG Scuba. That boy got a set of tools now. Man, he got quite a collection too. Scuba.
Yep. Hello, OG.
Watermelon. Yeah, skip down and take a bite of that.
Dang, I thought I saw Lakes in here. I thought I saw him. I must be going crazy.
He put salt on there.
I gotta watch. I gotta watch the at the bottom of my screen here.
That's too much salt. Salt on watermelon. Oh man.
Oh. Salt on that.
cantaloupe, sliced cantaloupe, honeydew melon, yeah. But not on watermelon.
It belongs strictly on watermelon.
See, watermelon's a fruit.
Anybody's
Cantaloupe
trying
is
to
a
join,
veggie.
I don't catch you. If anybody's trying to join and I don't catch you, let me know because
That's salt. It's too much.
sometimes you jump on the bottom of my screen in the
I think I
weird
know that.
area and I don't see it right away.
Oh.
So, Boo, can we legally say that she technically assaulted you tonight?
Yeah, she assaulted me tonight. Sure did.
I think I had way too much salt on it.
Yeah, you did put too much salt. Yeah, she said, I think I put way too much salt on it. Yeah. Eat it. It ain't gonna hurt you. Salt to make it grow. You're already 5 foot. You don't need to grow anymore. You only 11, 12,
11.
almost 12.
This
Cool.
girl's
That's
of
cool,
my
OG.
age.
Let's
She's
check that
taller
out.
than me. She's like your height.
Well, he found some capacitors for his instrument cluster. $2
They should work. They should work.
for 10. Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, I haven't seen enough of the Nishikons to know the counterfeits, but the Rubicons, yeah. I know the Rubicon because the Y and the B, the print's a little off on it. The fatness of the Y and Rubicon. I can always tell a counterfeit cap on them. What's the matter, big baby? Can we get out?
So I went inside to make myself a cup of coffee, and I found a plate of these things. I think they were supposed to be cinnamon buns, but Don't think they turned out as cinnamon buns, but they taste good.
Oh, hey, Gabby made a cake last night. It came out awesome.
And
She
pie.
she iced it herself. It's like a little pie cake, thin cake.
Yeah.
And then her and Momo made
They
a
don't
pie.
have soda on
Her and Momo made a pie.
We made
Cheesecake.
pie.
Cheesecake.
Okay.
Oh,
And something they put too much milk in it or something. It didn't come out thick at all. When they blended it, mixed it with a whipper. She put 2 packs of the cake mix, cheesecake mix in there, and it still came out thick. So y'all put too much milk. Yeah, y'all put 2.5 cups of milk instead of a cup and a half. Now she blaming it on Momo. I think, yeah, but it's in the ice box. It stayed in the ice box all night, so it firmed up. More likely. Did it firm up? Bring it here. Bring it here.
Were you on Tools and Tactics stream there when he had his daughter cutting that Makita in half?
Not yet, but it's still good.
Oh, looks tasty.
No, it's still look, it's moving.
It's not.
It's moving.
Well, shoot it before you eat it.
It's
Shoot
not
it
supposed to move.
It's
Put it back in the ice box.
It's not done yet.
I don't think it's gonna firm up. They put way too much milk.
Jake,
And that's. But you said you helped her measure.
yeah, and I'm like, I thought right there's 1 cup. He's like, no, up here.
Oh. Stick it in the freezer. Yeah, that's right, Shannon.
fill that thing up with your favorite cereal. Just pack it in there.
Want me to put it in the
Yeah, not quite that thin, but
Want me to put it in the
close enough.
Want me to put it in
Put some wheat checks in there and it'll be all right.
Good, right? Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Golden Grams or something.
Yeah. Oh, she loves cinnamon toast crunch. This one here, that's a favorite. Got a box on top of the fridge.
No,
I don't think my kids can't take those things anymore.
but I still like cinnamon. Coco.
What?
Show me a long video.
Yeah, I know how long it is. It's 15 foot long. She crocheted some a shoelace, a chain.
It's fun to see.
Oh yeah, but I love banana bread, banana nut bread. Oh, yeah. Plenty of pecans in there. Plenty of pecans.
There you go.
Hey Dave, why don't you got any Rugrats running around you?
And
Come on.
what?
Rugrats. We need some more Rugrats in the stream. I don't have any kids, so
Yours are all grown.
Yeah, mine are like 16 and 19.
I have this bad habit of adopting my friends on YouTube here. If they have a child of that, I always seem to adopt their child as my grandchild. Like Tools and Tactics, they had that stream where he had his little girl. He gave her a Sawzall and helped her cut a Makita tool in half. I think she's 6 years old, and she did it like a boss. She used the tool better than her dad did. And so I donated $50 to her, and they're like, "Well, thanks for the donation." I typed in, "No, that money goes to the little girl to pay for the medical expenses and also the new doll." And the next stream, I actually said, "So what did she buy with her $50?" And he turned around. I said, "Next stream, I better see some toy in her hand that she bought with that money. That's hers."
Yeah, but you know how long it takes to get that money from the super chat? 2 months from about the day that you donate. About 2 months later, they get the funds. It depends on if they break that $100 threshold. So, and then YouTube gets 40%.
Mhm.
A lot of people say, "Oh no, YouTube, only takes 30." Now, that's baseline 30%. There's Apple fees in there, and paid with Apple Pay and taxes,
Honestly,
and
super chats
other
are
kind of
could
fees in there.
actually do. I'm guilty of them, but there's this we could actually do.
One time, YouTube, they kept 52%, and I had 48%. Yeah.
Now, see, I know how much money they get. I just want them to do the right thing and give her a couple dollars to go buy herself a toy, because
Yeah.
She's officially been adopted as one of my grandchildren since I don't have any yet. So
My
don't-
oldest daughter is a lot different than my youngest daughter. My oldest daughter will actually get down and dirty, and she'll sit there and put a set of work clothes on, and she'll get all nasty, greasy, and dirty, and it don't bug her a bit.
Gabby used to put on her crawfish boots, her rubber boots,
My youngest daughter, she's like, nah, fuck that.
and go in the swamp with her daddy and crawfish. Run the crawfish trap.
Well, I think both my daughters are getting the swamp. Just my youngest daughter won't mess with the cart. All that grease and oil and shit like that.
That's how my daughter is. I tried to get her into carpentry, tried to get her into the trades and that, and she just wouldn't go for it. She's like, why do I need to? I got you. You can build and fix everything for me. But I'm proud of her. She became a lawyer. So
The worst
Yeah,
thing
so you say, isn't she a lawyer now?
the worst
she
thing
can
I
afford
ever
to
did,
pay people to fix her stuff.
it might not be the worst thing I ever did. It's questionable. It depends on everybody's personal opinion on stuff. But my oldest daughter, I took her shooting when she
Yeah,
was
why not?
16, and they let me take her in the range. And I'm gonna tell you right now, she's 19, and that little shit. Well, it's probably because I need glasses and she doesn't, and I don't have glasses. I haven't seen an eye doctor since I was on my parents' health care. So, in other words, I have not seen an eye doctor in. Well, I'm gonna be 48 on June 12th. This year, I'll be 48. I think the last time I saw an eye doctor was when I was on my parents' health care. When I was probably about 16 or 17. So we're going like 30 years. I have not seen an eye doctor. And the stupid thing is, both my kids see eye doctors, dental professionals, the whole 9 yards. I got all the insurances. I just never take myself. But my oldest daughter, God, she's got the eye of the tiger when it comes to shooting a handgun. Shooting anything.
Yeah.
I taught her everything I know. When you get ready to pull that trigger, don't breathe. Why don't breathe? That way you're not moving. I taught her everything. I mean, I can't believe how spot on she is.
That's cool. Nothing
I
wrong.
shot high power for a while, service rifle, and we'd do like a monthly team match. About 20, 25 guys would show up. We'd do a little reduced course deal, and there was 2 women that would show up, and the club president would coach them, throughout the little match, and then they'd stay after, and he would coach them. And he always said that females made better shooters or better competitive shooters because females were more likely to take directions than we are. Somebody tries to tell us what we're doing wrong, and we don't like it. We take it the wrong way, where, females are better at absorbing what you're trying to teach them.
Well, that might be true, but there's an alternative answer to that. But I don't know if it's YouTube appropriate.
No, it's not. But, there's 2 sides to every story, right?
Yeah.
There's some females out there. I'm gonna get really good at this in case I gotta get that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well, I will.
I catch him with 2 other girls. He's gone.
I can tell you one thing that women have been better at in the last couple of years than men: driving heavy equipment machineries. We are hiring more women now because they are more accurate, more efficient, and they don't take risks. That's the big thing. A guy will start stepping up his idleness speed to try to make better time and put more risks, and we're flipping more of those guys in those rock trucks over because they keep tipping them and flipping them.
Well,
And the women,
that's a very good example. I can see that, Turner. Women are honestly by nature a little bit more
Patient.
Well balanced.
patient,
Well
more
So,
well balanced, but also
There definitely are exceptions.
like when
There's-
driving, like that's.
there's
But the
exceptions.
weird thing is, though, these girls, when we see them driving their cars, they're
they're more
horrible.
technical about shit and they're more careful about shit where you got guys, oh, I'm a man, I can do this. I ain't gonna be no
Yeah.
problem. Next thing you know, he flips his shit over.
Yeah.
And he
But
does.
But the funny thing is, though, is a lot of these girls that we have in some of the rock yards and that up here in the mines, we see them get into their cars or their trucks, and it's scary when they drive those. But when they're driving the rock trucks and the equipment, perfect, flawless, excellence. It's like, why can't you drive your car like this? Come on. it baffles me, but no, it's. But women also have more agility. I think that's why there's some really good sharpshooters. There's a lot of girls out there that are dynamite sharpshooters, man. Just the increased agility.
I don't want to say her personal name, but would you want to like have Miss Carol in your sights?
Oh yeah. Right.
I'm
There's-
assuming
Yeah.
if
She'll
she's in your
bust your
sights-
ass at a mile away on
if
the run.
she's got you in your sights, you're already
She'll
fucking-
intentionally nick you just to make you stop and cry, so she can run up to you and beat you with the back end of the
Yeah.
rifle first, and
Yeah.
then strong
Oh,
arm
if
you
she's got you
around.
in your sights, you're already fucked.
She'll pop you off at 100 yards while you on. I mean, at a mile while you on the run.
No.
I mean,
She's
never
a big girl. though.
never take anything away from women when it comes down to what they can and cannot
Yeah.
do. There's only
Yeah.
one female in the world I will take something away from when they can and cannot do something, and I can't say it because it's political.
Well, it's
It's
the same.
Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris is not a female. What is she?
She's the Terminator.
She's not a female. She's not a male. She's not a female. What is she?
Same thing.
Her own
Michelle
party knows what she is. So hide her and shut her up. Hide her instantly and shut her up. When's the last time anybody's heard anything from her?
Well, she's
Anytime you
too-
hear anything from her, she just cackles.
She's too extreme.
No, she is a true wing nut. I will tell you that she is a wing nut. But see, the real truth in life, the only thing that limits anyone is themselves.
Oh, I love a good cackle.
Men and women.
It makes me cackle.
I love her cackle. Okay, let's play some Kamala Harrison cackle videos. Let's do it. Let's go in. We're going balls deep. We're going balls deep. Let's get the videos rolling. Get the memes out.
You do
Why
it. You're
don't-
too fucking lazy.
All the nuts have to come from California. Pelosi.
Yeah, what happened to California? I think it was the cocaine, dude. I really do. I think it was the cocaine. I think it was the cocaine in the 80s and early 90s. That blow just went to everybody's head in California.
All the acid up in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
Bad acid. It was something. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to run into this liquor store. Maybe I can have a beer with Dave.
I don't drink beer.
Drink that moonshine, apple pie.
But when I drink beer, I don't
I
always
drink
drink
Coors.
beer.
I drink Coors Light when I drink beer. Not often I drink. Not often. I'd rather a mixed drink than a beer. But you know, I figured this way. The less I buy, the more electronic parts I can have in stock. I keep a good inventory, so I don't have to have a customer wait for a TV. I'll have the parts in stock. Now I have quite a few parts in inventory now. You know, DigiKey and AliExpress. Bear Beaver. There you go. Bear Beaver.
I want to get another Canada, so I want to pretend I'm the Dos Equis guy. I'm going to do a Dos Equis style commercial for this Bear Beaver.
I don't always drink beer,
When
Looks
I
like
drink
Dick-
beer,
looks like
I
Dick
make
Clark.
Bear
but when I
Beaver.
do, I prefer to drink a lot of it. Who is that? That looks like Dick Clark.
I don't know who it is. My kids bought it for me.
But
Of course, they didn't buy
I
it.
think Dick Clark passed away. You know, he used to be an American Bandstand.
Yeah, American
Well,
Bandstand.
Did you guys hear my my aunt?
I'm not
passed
young.
away?
I'm not that young, Blue.
My auntie passed
10 years
away.
younger than me. Or
You guys
11
had
years.
to had
I'm not
to,
that young. What's up, Sergio?
just a couple days ago. My aunt passed away. You all had to have heard that news. She had her legs insured for $1 million.
Carpenter aunt, or you really?
No, Tina Turner. She is my
Oh.
aunt through marriage. Ike
Really?
Turner is related to me.
I thought Tina Turner's been dead for a long time.
No,
No.
he just passed away.
He just passed away.
Not even a week
Oh
ago.
no, I'm thinking about somebody else. I'm thinking
Never do
about
it.
what's her name?
And then they got the Teeny Turner too, which is the Tiny Turner.
the
I-
Tina Turner.
I grew up in Fernando Valley here, where there was a Ronnie Turner running a while too.
No, I was astounded because I got the news before social media did from my mother.
Your audio's a little low, Frosty.
Let's see.
That's right, Sergio.
How about now?
Okay. I think that sounds better. You're a little closer to the mic, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Dashboard.
Phenolic versus steel piston calipers. I'd rather anything in measuring steel. You know, like my calipers are aluminum or steel, but they're not plastic. I can buy plastic calipers, but
What are you asking? What are you responding to?
Shannon Dickinson. Oh no, wait. Yeah, Shannon Dickinson's comment. The last comment.
Oh, he's talking about
I'm talking about brake calipers.
brake calipers.
Talking about brake calipers.
Oh, okay.
I would have to say, I mean, the phenolic is probably better. There's no rust and corrosion that's going to take place between the two materials.
Frost accidentally knocked himself out. Hit the wrong button. My bad. I read that wrong.
I'd have to say, Frosty's from California, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
If I'm not
so-
mistaken.
no Californians on this.
He's back.
Frosty's good people. Frosty's a good guy.
Hey, I can tell you firsthand, Ford trucks with those phenolic pistons and the calipers, you overheat the brakes, you will melt one of those pucks, one of those little
Oh,
pistons,
no.
and melt them right out. And they always, where the seals are and the rubber boots, they get brittle and they crack. They just die. They're terrible. I'd much rather see an aluminum piston in there.
No, I said steel is my thing.
Steel would be good.
I wouldn't.
You could run
not
steel
steel
on
with
iron.
inside aluminum casted caliper though. You got two dissimilar metals in there.
I was
along with
fixing to say that dissimilar metals and
two
stainless and
dissimilar
aluminum don't get
metals
along.
along with the brake fluid. Along with the brake fluid, though.
Yeah.
Well,
see,
you could run steel on iron, on a cast iron caliper. You'd be all right with steel. Aluminum, I don't know. Aluminum on iron, it'll work, but yeah, eventually it's going to gall. You get it hot enough, it's going to gall.
The
But
aluminum
I
has
don't
a
like
way lower melting point than steel.
the one of the advantages of the plastic or the resin calipers is it doesn't transfer heat to the brake fluid inside, therefore extending the life of your fluid. It actually dissipates heat faster than the alloy. Now the brake fluid will eventually break it down over time if you do not use the appropriate brake fluid for the system, and it is rust resistant, corrosion resistance. But like Frosty said, if you're riding your brakes, that heat could burn the tip.
What's up, Adam?
But they're
If
they're
you're
just
up
not
to
as
it.
strong.
More than welcome to join, sir.
But
No, but they're usually a real big caliper, though.
yeah,
Like
they're
Yeah.
beefy, they're thick.
all the super.
Johnny
But they-
Best is bad for that, riding the brakes with his left foot while his right foot's on the accelerator.
Yeah.
That's why my brakes went out on my Jeep, front brakes. He had to change the brakes when he had my Jeep for a year. I know, and I was like, I don't know why them brakes went out like that. You know, just change them. I said, no, we changed the back brake. I said, you ride the brakes with your left foot.
And Shannon's second question: will heat start breaking it down? No, because it's a resin based plastic, and it's a little bit harder. Heat will not break it down. Heat will just cause it to deform, but it would take great amounts of heat to cause it to deform. The only real weak
Isn't it
spot
like-
to it is the brake fluid itself. The brake fluid, the acids in the brake fluid are the only real weakness to those calipers.
What are you supposed to use? DOT 6?
Aren't those like basically an acrylic material?
Something like that, yeah. But they dissipate heat a lot faster than the steel ones do, so it will extend your brake fluid life, and it will help keep the heat, like dissipate the heat from off the calipers themselves. So, but it's literally just the brake fluid that's the real enemy to it, and you just got to make sure you use the right brake fluid.
Well,
What's
basically everything we do now, for the most part,
Yeah.
is .4.
Because like I know the BMWs and that you
Shop owner priced out the difference between .3, .4, and he's like, this car, this car, this car, this car. And yours take .4, this car takes .4, that car takes .3. .4 is better, and he priced out the difference, but .4 is compatible with .3. So he just said, "Fuck it, I'm going .4 with everything."
But when you see these, you should be using .5 brake fluid, not .4.
.5 is a full synthetic brake fluid.
That's right, and it
The only
doesn't
thing
have
I've
as
ever
much
The only
acids in
thing
it.
I've ever seen it used on here in the United States is on Harley Davidson motorcycles.
And BMW.
I've not seen it on BMWs yet.
No, wow.
No, because I've not seen it on BMWs. I just know that the .5 does not eat paint, and that's why Harley Davidson uses it. Uses a vibration. Get a little bit of leakage they might get out of something, like the master cylinder, the little reservoir.
Yeah.
It won't eat the paint off anything. So
And that's why when you have the
compatible
plastic.
with anything.
Well, the master cylinder's on the handlebars, ain't it?
Yeah, .5 is not compatible with anything.
Well, you got one on the handlebar and one on the right down there. It could be either forward of the peg or behind the peg. But
I don't know. My 64 panhead didn't have one down under below.
mechanical
Mechanical brake.
gear. Yeah.
No disc brake on a 64 panhead, not mine. Not a lot of them.
Break. I got a lot to do on an old Super Duty here pretty soon. Anybody have any experience with those 10 cylinders?
Oh, the V10s. Oh yeah, I love those things. I love the only thing I hate about them is the exhaust manifold bolts always break, and you got to drill them out and put an oversized in there very carefully so they don't break off anymore. And the ignition system on the coils and the actual the module programming to make sure the coils actually fire properly. But I love those. I love the Ford Triton V10s. I love them.
I also think .5 is what the U.S. military uses in most of their vehicles. Am I correct, Turner?
Yep. Well, it's not on most vehicles. Some of their vehicles do.
No, I mean, like they're real crazy equipment.
Yeah, on their more modern and the reason why they use it is the same reason why with those plastic calipers you want to use in a vehicle plastic, because it doesn't have the acids, it's not as corrosive, and it's not as violent, but it also has a lower boiling temperature. I mean, a higher boiling temperature.
Higher, way higher.
And it handles a lot better. But that's the thing, is it's also a fluid that you should never actually have to replace as long as you keep your system maintained. So,
No moisture.
Yep.
Moisture will kill brake fluid.
That's the thing. You just have to maintain it properly. But the .5 is the reason why you're going to start seeing it more, is because we are seeing a lot more synthetic and plastic components being used in these components and parts, and we have to have something that is not as corrosive or acidic.
Well, the question really turns down to if .5 is that good. First of all, it's not so corrosive. You know, old brake fluid works very well as a rust penetrator.
Yep.
I don't know if you all knew that. Old brake fluid is a kick-ass rust penetrator. But if .5 is so superior to everything, why don't they all just go to it?
Now, I've got a question while you're waiting on that answer. If I wanted to switch to .5 in my system on my Jeep, would I have to flush out, completely flush out all the .4 or .3 that's in it?
You have to get rid of it all.
Get rid of it all, do a complete flush,
Yeah,
then put
Get
.5.
rid of it all.
Okay.
See, .5 is a
Also-
silicon-based fluid that is used in areas where moisture is definitely an issue. So
Like on the Gulf Coast where I'm at in Southwest Louisiana,
this means high
a
performance.
lot of humidity.
Military, high performance vehicles, militaries, high boiling points, also compressibility, glycol ether based fluids.
Harley's been using .5 for years just due to the
Yeah.
vibration, and they don't want, anything spits out, anything happens to spit out of that slave cylinder, master cylinder, whatever you want to call them. It don't take paint off. It won't eat the paint.
They don't, because they don't.
The only
their
thing
tech
disadvantage
on
of theirs is
right.
it's expensive. It's just
Oh, is it?
expensive. So,
New Harley tech doing brakes would probably get fluid all over everything. They train them. They train them how to plug the computer in. They don't teach them anything mechanical anymore.
I don't think anybody teaches much people mechanical anymore. As sad as it is, it's one thing I totally agree with Turner on, and many others like Flat Rate Master. Us old guys gotta teach these young guys. Otherwise, we ain't gonna have nobody.
Yeah.
If we don't pass on our wisdom, we're gonna have nobody in the future.
that means we'll have to keep working till we die.
Well, when we're dead, we're dead.
Yeah.
Can you mix 4 with 3? I'm pretty sure, huh?
Yeah, 3 you can mix. 3 and 4 you can mix.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny.
5, you want to wash the whole system out and replace it, but you can use .5 in anything.
I was over at the machine shop with my friend yesterday making that pump part.
Yeah.
And he was showing me his new CNC machine. He's got this great big Haas.
Yeah.
I was tripping out. It had 50 collet holders at 50 different tool bits, right?
Oh, no.
But he was showing me how he sets it up, and I push this, and then I do this, and then he walked me through setting the, putting the material in,
Yeah.
selecting the tool, and he said, pretty soon, you're not even going to need an operator for this thing.
No.
You'll have another robot to feed it stock.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing
And
is eventually like
over.
they already on some of the CNCs they actually have a material locator, like a system, like the computer will actually sense the size of the material, because like with the CNC machine that we have out here in town, we have to go up and we have to put a little block on the corner of the material and let the machine run to the sensor, then go forward. But
Home it.
they've now got a system for that. So
A three.
all they
Oh,
need
it's a
is for you to load
three-axis.
it.
So it's
Yeah.
a 3-axis, like a router.
Yep. But it's huge. Friggin' thing's huge.
We have a small one at work. The ice carvers use. It's a Laguna 3-axis. A lot of woodworking guys use that machine.
Yeah, that.
And at Laguna Beach,
It's
No,
from
my son used to live there.
I've got a
that area.
I've got a really cool router that you actually put these little strips down on the board that you're working on.
Hey, good
It
night,
has
Zach.
little dots, and you can program it into the computer what you want, and it will actually guide you on those dots or run itself on a piece of plywood. It's just a router. You set it down. You put these little dots on the thing, and you put what you want to route out on your computer, and you set it down on the board. Mark out the corners with the tool so it knows where the corners are. Place it on the center dot. Let her go to town, and she just does it all itself. And it's a normal hand router. I can pick it up and route like a normal hand router with it.
Wow.
It was a $5,000 router, and I got it just for doing inlays on hardwood floors.
Wow.
It is a sweet friggin' machine. Now, if I could get one like that for steel, that would be awesome. No, I can't afford a steel CNC. No way. Those things are expensive.
Well, you gotta wait till the government contract is up and buy their equipment surplus.
Yeah, but our government just sends it to the recyclers and squishes it for the material price. We don't get a chance to buy it anymore.
Cheers.
Cheers. So I have to wait till I'm allowed to cross the border again so I can smuggle stuff across the U.S. border.
I can't do that.
Now, Turner, those caps are $2. You said for 10 of them. About
$2 for 10. Yeah.
what's the shipping going to hit you on that and your duties?
Oh, for me, it's going to be nothing because I'm in Canada. We get stuff from China for free without duty, and the shipping, because I have an Alibaba account. When I buy through Amazon, it goes through Alibaba, and anything that's under $5, I don't pay shipping on. They just send it in an e-packet to me. They just put it in a small envelope, and that one of those bubble envelopes, and so.
Oh, okay.
I buy a lot.
I know the UK is different though, because anything going to the UK, it depends on how much it is. You know, the cost of it, less than $50. I don't think the customs don't worry about, but anything over $50, that's when the UK wants that tax out of there. That
See, we only
added
have
value tax or whatever it is.
We only have customs from the U.S., Australia, Scotland. I think we have it. England, we don't have it anymore. Germany, we got it, but every other country in the world, we don't pay any import fees.
I have a question for you, Turner. And with our last White House,
Mm-hmm.
did you still have all those fees?
Yep.
I thought they created a, what do they call it? What do they call that plan between the U.S., Canada, and Mexico?
Oh, the free trade was just for industrial. It
Just
wasn't
industrial?
for individual people. Like if you buy stuff in Canada, want
that's
to take
right.
the US, you got to pay a duty fee. If you
What
buy
the hell
stuff
do
in
you
the
call
US,
that,
want to
though?
bring it to Canada, you got to pay a duty fee. And it's been like that since as far as I've been alive in my it's just ridiculous. But now it's even worse. Like it used to only be a little percentage. Like just used to be tiny, like a couple cents on the dollar. Now it's the same amount as paying tax twice. And what the duty is we got to pay your U.S. tax and then pay our Canada tax. So the duty is actually the U.S. tax. So we're paying tax in the U.S.
I do believe he wanted to drop
Canadian
that.
tax on top of it.
I do
which is
believe he
kind of-
wanted to fight and drop that. He just
Yeah,
couldn't
you don't
get
have
the
to pay
prime
that.
minister to agree to it.
You should only have to pay tax once.
Yeah, that's the thing. Should only have to pay tax once, but that's not how it works. And same with the U.S. The U.S. does it to you guys. You guys come up here, buy something in Canada, you got to pay our tax up here, and then when you go to the border, you got to pay your U.S. tax on it.
Well, yeah, you're right. We pay taxes on
It's evil.
buy used car. You pay tax. Everybody pays tax on used car. Why do I got to pay tax on used car?
How it should be.
Tax on it.
How it should be
Tax
is you
has
should
already
only
been
have to pay
paid on
one
that vehicle.
tax, the tax of the place that you bought it from, and that's it. Shouldn't have to pay any more tax on that. So if you buy something in BC, you pay the BC tax, and you don't pay any more tax. If I buy something in California, I pay the California tax, no other tax. But see, on the other hand, if we win the lottery, we get to keep it all. So we don't tax our lottery winnings or gambling. So if you want to go on a game show, go on a game show in Canada. You get to keep. You don't have to pay tax on the prize.
We still have game shows?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's where the Griswolds won their game show. They took their European vacation.
We also have reality shows up here that
Pig in the poke.
Pig in
Clark.
I'll tell you what, that's when Chevy Chase was the craziest motherfucker ever. Was those three shows. Those three.
I don't know. When he used to fall down on Saturday Night Live, he was pretty good.
See, we gave you guys some good stuff, man.
SCTV.
We gave you a Chevy Chase. We gave you a John Candy. We gave you a Jim Carrey. Now we were tired of apologizing for the Justin Bieber. Like we just wish that we never invented him. But
What about Brian Adams? Y'all
we
apologize
gave you
for
Brian
him too,
Adams.
didn't you?
I used to play hockey with him. In Red Deer.
Really?
I know him quite well. I know Brian Adams quite well, and I know little secrets too. But I'll never
Still know
tell.
how to skate, Turner?
Hell yeah, I'm a Canadian. It's in my blood. I was born with
Oh, I
skates.
want to
and
smash your
hockey
ass up against the board so bad it ain't funny.
Well,
Going
come on, you're gonna try to
going
dress
Lightfoot was good.
We
I
need a
like
referee
those
though. We
going
we
Lightfoot.
need a referee. We don't need no serious fights. I mean, this
I don't
is-
know. I was taught how to play hockey.
Old time hockey.
Basically.
Old time
I
hockey.
want to show you. You wouldn't even catch me in skates.
Lanny McDonald taught me how to play hockey, so I don't know. He's the first person to ever body check Wayne Gretzky and not get sued for it.
All I know is the last time I went ice skating with my kids, I couldn't walk for like 3 days. I'm not
Your
gonna
ankles
lie.
hurt?
I mean, I'm not gonna bullshit nobody. I'm
LA.
a great skater, but I skated my ass off that day. I snowed them the whole 9 yards. I can't believe I didn't wipe out and fall on my ass. And the next day I get up to go to work. I'm like, oh my God, I can't move my legs. They were so sore, it wasn't funny.
Boy, back in what was it, the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, we had every goon in hockey on the Kings.
Yeah,
Wayne Gretzky.
yeah,
The Goon Squad.
yeah. And now my family builds houses for him in Alberta. Gretzky and Friends. That's his little company name. Sits back and buys chunks of farms and turns them into private neighborhoods.
What year frame was it when the Oilers were like such a powerhouse with Wayne Gretzky?
83, 84, 85. And that's when they had Grant Fuhrer too.
Grant Fuhrer. They had
He was one of the best goalies in the world next to Mike Vernon, but Mike Vernon was still a kid compared to him.
no, but they had Grant Fuhrer. They had
They used to be a damn good team.
what was his name? They had a lot. They had a powerhouse on the team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were a good
Messier,
team.
Messier, Curry,
Yeah.
Curry.
Yep.
They had a freaking powerhouse on that team.
Yep. And then American money came in and bought them all.
That's what we do. We
Yeah, that's
raise
the only way. That's the only way you guys can beat us is to buy us. How much
No,
do you want to punch me in the face?
we just keep raising our debt ceiling and play with monopoly money.
See, that's how it
Raise
is.
the debt ceiling another fucking $4 trillion.
Yeah.
I cannot believe they're still fighting over that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not trying to give one political party an upper hand here and say they're right or somebody else is wrong, but I do agree with a certain party when it comes to that ceiling.
Well, do you know what the United States? They need a third party to run against these other two parties. That
I'm not
is
sure I
a
understand.
balance of
You should just go
both
to bed,
sides.
Well, they had the Tea Party. I don't know what happened to that one.
Well, at one point in time, you guys used to have
Gone.
three. You guys used to have four parties down there at one time.
Well, we had
Long
the
time
Whig,
ago.
the Whig Party. You know, that's old. That's ancient. The Whigs. You know, that's in George Washington. You know, before Abe
No, I'm
Lincoln
talking
time,
back
the Whigs.
just in the 80s. You guys just didn't have conservatives and liberals. You guys actually had NDP down there at one time. You had a new Democratic Party down there. You even had a new Communist Party at one time. That didn't last very long, but you had one.
They folded over and they all moved to San Francisco and got government jobs.
Yeah.
Well, I got three things to say. It's not built, it's not back, and it's not better.
We had Reagan Democrats.
They'll say that's the only thing. You guys only have two options. You don't have very good pickings down there. It's
Yeah,
damned if
bad
you do,
words.
damned if you don't. Damn.
We have we have super senior citizen and we have senior citizen.
Yeah.
That's looking like our two options right now.
You have lost and gone.
Well, it's another way to say it, I guess.
Lost and gone. Well, give Trump 2 more years. He'll be walking around looking for the Secret Service. Which way do you want me to go?
I don't think so. I really don't think so, Tony.
No, Trump's got his right mind.
Trump's still strong. He's just got to stay out of McDonald's, man.
He'll buy him a new brain if he needs to.
Never know. Maybe what Hitler's generals did to him. That's what his party's doing to Biden. They're slowly medicating his coffee every morning.
Hey, Adam's in the wine cellar.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm so
oh,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
What's up, Adam?
Hey,
Morning.
Adam.
You must have been busy in the last few months, Adam,
I have been absolutely ram slammed.
because you hadn't been on my streams. You hadn't been on anybody's streams. I mean,
No,
live.
I've been working towards working for myself the last couple months. And last week I finally quit my day job and started working for myself. So
I thought you always did work for yourself.
I did. I essentially worked 2 jobs. I was working almost some days in the summer, like 16 hours a day. So I finally cut off the normal day job and started just doing my own thing.
Oh,
He
okay.
had to work a job to pay for the dream job.
Yep.
Now you can have the same problem I have, Adam. Every time I call my boss, the phone's always busy.
Time for Frosty to have a little snack here.
That looked like a pizza box.
It's stinky Persian food is what I like to call it. A little garlic paste, a little ground something or others, some chicken in there. They don't give you a lot of steak.
I just got done doing some tri-tip and corn on the cob on the grill.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh, boy, I love tri-tip in the gravy.
Nice.
Am I the only one that still likes to do them in the oven?
What's that?
Tri-tip? I still like to do a tri-tip in the oven.
Never had it in the oven. Always had it in a Cajun gravy.
Comes out good. Just rosemary and thyme. I want to say about 45 minutes. And then let it rest.
So you get those shafts done, Adam?
Yep, done and out the door.
Nice.
I had a couple pump impellers to turn down. I'll wait till Tuesday. I'm going to take tomorrow off and clean up the shop mostly.
That still work.
Yep.
You always working. Everybody's always working.
Just open up that big old bay door and throw your barbecue pit right there, and then every now and then take a little break from work, go turn your meat, whatever.
Yep. Got the big drill moved into position today, so I just need to wire it in.
Nice. What are you using for lathe wise? Like do you got a lathe that will do 18 inch?
Yeah, my
diameter?
big lathe is 22 by 120.
Nice. So that means you're good. You're good to go for all those for all the semi trucks in there. Goddamn flywheels.
I do a lot of the work that I do is big pump and electric motor work.
Yeah.
Like this big drill I got back here, I do some kind of motor adapter plates for some diesel shop in town. I got that to speed up that job.
Nice.
That's a recurring job.
What state you live in, Adam? Again, I forgot.
Washington.
Washington. I should have known that. And you just told me that the other day, but
Are they doing conversions or is this for big trucks?
It's some kind of adapter. The guy does. I'm not sure because and sometimes when people bring you stuff to machine, they're not really. They don't want to tell you what exactly it's for because then I could just make it myself and sell it. But it's for putting a certain kind of transmission behind diesel motors. He brings in these 3/4 inch thick plates that are already plasma cut, and I just do the clearance holes and the tap holes in them for them.
Well, probably.
And this is a company in Washington State.
Yeah.
I know which company it is, and I know what plates those are for, but I won't say anything.
Yeah, they probably put in Allison's where torque flights used to go.
We can't say because proprietariness. I know what they're doing because I bought a couple of them.
Yeah, the current job I do 50 or 60 of them a year for the guy.
Tuckers? Yeah. Well, it should be picking up more because he's getting a lot more business now. And you should also be getting a second style coming up soon too. That was requested by a lot of people.
Been really upsizing my machines lately. Like this drill press behind me, it weighs 10,000 pounds.
Yikes.
Now, is that one an electric conversion, or was it always electric?
It's electric.
3-phase?
Yep. It's a 4-foot arm radial arm drill.
Wow.
I wasn't sure if that was one of the old steam ones that was just converted over, because I never did get a good look at it. So
Now I do have some old flat belt machines,
yeah.
and like everyone who has machines, they always dream of having like a line shaft driven shop at some point. But
Yeah.
I've really modernized the last couple of years.
I still want to get myself an Iron Duke just so I can say I own one. A good old 100-ton Iron Duke. I just want one just so I can say I own one. You talkers. You happy? You big fucker. You big fucker. Okay.
Lighter on steroids.
Hey guys, and nobody has to go anywhere, but I'm in the live stream because nobody else is commenting. So, when you want to say your goodbyes, say your goodbyes.
All right, everybody. As always, love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all
Good
later.
night, everybody.
Booyah!
Have a great day tomorrow, everybody.
Is there more than one Frosty in here?
No, just one.